Before I start this movie review, I just want to give a big shout out to IMDb, where I get all my information and fun facts from.
So while I was watching this film, it felt like I was watching two movies at once. What the heck was I watching? Was I watching Snow White, or was I watching Robin Hood and the Prince of Thieves? What? What's up, everyone? Movie Maniac here, and today I just went to go see the film Disney's Snow White. The director was Marc Webb, and it starred Rachel Zegler, Gal Gadot, Andrew Burnap, a lot of other actors, and a lot of voice actors as the Seven Dwarves. So this movie is basically about a princess joins forces with seven dwarves to liberate her kingdom from her cruel stepmother, the evil queen. So here's my own personal opinion of the movie Disney's Snow White live action. Okay, here we go. So when I started to watch this film, I was like, oh, okay, here we go with the music and everything else, the singing. It was actually looking pretty good. And then I would say by the mid or third act, it just totally lost me. I got bored. It was different storylines. I'm like, I don't know what's going on here. It just took me out of the movie, really. It really did. All the bad publicity Rachel Zegler has gotten and what she says politically and everything else, I do give her credit. She did okay as Snow White. And look, the girl has got some lungs. She can really sing. So when it came to her singing parts, she did good. And I do kind of like the relationship she had with Dopey, one of the seven dwarves in this film. Okay, so now let's talk about the seven dwarves, the CGI. The CGI was not great. It looked too cartoony. The seven dwarves were terrible, the way they looked. It kind of looked like, you ever see that movie, The Polar Express, with the elves and how the animation or the CGI was in that? That's exactly the same way it was in this one. It was too creepy looking, and it was awful. Also, if you remember, at the first point, they weren't even supposed to be technically putting in the seven dwarfs in the original screenplay. They decided not to. And they decided to put in, it was supposed to be called Snow White and the Seven Bandits. Well, guess what, folks? If you don't remember who the seven bandits were, here's a picture of them right here. But yet, in this film, they actually kept the seven bandits in this movie. I'm just like, what? What is going on here? And how them and the dwarves were kind of fighting, and then they were more of fighting with the soldiers of the Queen's soldiers. It was a hot mess. It really was. It was a hot mess. Like I said before, it was like two stories or two movies into one movie. Snow White or Robin Hood and the Prince of Thieves. And you could kind of guess who Robin Hood, the name of the person from the original animated film, who was the leader. Just take a wild guess. It's not that hard. Also, Gal Gadot as the evil queen was eh. And let me tell you guys, when it came to her singing a couple songs, I was like, no, this is not working. And I'll get more into the music trend in this film. But her acting was very goofy as the evil queen. I don't know. It was just very weird, and her singing was not on point. Now on to the music. The only two music songs I liked was from the original animated film was Hi Ho and Whistle While You Work. That was really it. The rest of the songs they added in was not that great. I was not a fan of it. Especially, like I said before, Gal Gadot's singing. And the way they presented her as the evil queen, no. It just didn't work. I mean, that's really all I have to say about this film. I can't... Look, I mean, this is not a movie to go out and rush to the movie theaters to watch. If you want to watch this, I would stay at home and watch it. Don't rush to the movie theater and see it. So this movie, for me, out of 5, I'm giving this a 1.5. Yes, you heard me right. A 1.5. This is not good. They totally screwed this movie up. Went into a different direction. Just stay with the original storyline from the animated version. No, it just didn't work. And now it's time for fun facts. David Hale Hand, the son of David Hand, who was the original supervising director of Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs, which came out in 1937, does not like how this modernization is being brought into this new version. Also, it took 4 hours to apply the old crone makeup to Gal Gadot. This will be released 1 month and 3 weeks after the original mark its 87th anniversary. And finally, this version tells a different story how Snow White got her name. And that's it, guys. That is my movie review for Disney Snow White. I hope you guys enjoyed that. As usual, smash that like button, support, share, hit that notification bell. It will notify you when the next video vlog will be up. Also, check me out on Instagram on the same name, Movie Mania Nick. And remember, stay safe, be excellent to each other, and party on, dudes!